My coworker kept taking credit for my work in meetings. I said nothing. Then I started documenting everything. I'm a graphic designer at a marketing firm downtown. Been there 3 years. Worked my way up from junior designer to handling some of our mid-tier accounts. Nothing glamorous, but steady work, decent pay, and I genuinely enjoyed what I did. 6 months ago, they hired Austin to join our creative team. He came in with this impressive portfolio, talked a big game about his previous agency experience, and seemed like he'd be a solid addition. First week, he was friendly enough. We'd grab coffee in the break room, talk about design trends, compare notes on projects, normal coworker stuff. Then I started noticing something odd during our weekly team meetings. Austin would present ideas that sounded eerily familiar. The logo concept I had casually mentioned to him the day before while we waited for the printer. The color palette I'd shown him during lunch, asking if he thought the client would go for something bold. At first I brushed it off. Maybe it was coincidental. Creative people think alike sometimes, right? But then it escalated. We were pitching a rebrand for Thompson Industries, one of our bigger clients. I'd spent 2 solid weeks developing this comprehensive strategy. Market research, competitor analysis, mood boards, the whole package. I showed Austin some preliminary concepts because we sat next to each other and he asked what I was working on. Seemed harmless. Next morning's meeting, Austin presents my entire proposal. Word for word, the positioning strategy I developed. The exact tagline I'd workshopped. Even used the same reference images I'd pulled. Our boss, Richard, absolutely loved it. Stood up and applauded. Said Austin was exactly the fresh perspective this company needed and that he should take lead on the Thompson account. I sat there in complete silence. Didn't interrupt, didn't object, didn't cause a scene. Just sat there taking notes like nothing was wrong while Austin soaked up praise for work I'd done. That night, I made a decision. If this was how things were going to be, I needed insurance. Started keeping meticulous records of everything. Every single idea I came up with got immediately documented in a time-stamped email to myself. Every design file got saved with detailed metadata showing creation dates and revision history. Every casual conversation with Austin about projects got followed up with a friendly email. Hey, just wanted to recap our chat about the Henderson logo concepts I showed you today. 2 months of this. Austin kept taking credit for my work, kept getting praised in meetings. Our boss started giving him better clients, bigger budgets. He even got nominated for the quarterly performance bonus, which came with a significant cash award and basically guaranteed promotion track. Meanwhile, I kept my head down, kept designing, kept documenting, built a folder on my personal drive with 6 months of evidence, organized by project with timestamps on everything. Then came the Westfield presentation. Huge potential client, worth maybe $200,000 in annual billings. Austin volunteered to present the campaign pitch. Richard was so confident in Austin's abilities that he invited our CEO, Patricia, to sit in on the presentation. Wanted to show her the talent we had on the creative team. The conference room was packed. Patricia sat at the head of the table. Richard looked proud. Austin set up his laptop, pulled up the presentation, started walking through his campaign strategy. Except that morning, 2 hours before the meeting, I'd sent Richard and Patricia a detailed email. Subject line, concerns about project attribution. Attached were files with complete metadata. Timestamps showing I'd created every concept weeks before Austin claimed them. Email chains proving I'd developed the strategies he was currently presenting as his own work. 6 months of documentation, impossible to dispute. I watched Austin click through slides, his voice confident, explaining design choices he'd never made. Richard's face shifted from pride to confusion as he opened his email on his phone. Patricia did the same. I could see them scrolling through my documentation while Austin kept talking, oblivious. Richard stood up abruptly, cutting Austin off mid-sentence. Austin, can you explain something for me? Why do all these files show creation dates from 3 weeks ago with another team member's name when you're claiming you developed this campaign last week? Austin was escorted out of the building that afternoon.